Hi and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Now as the title screen says, today I'll be doing a review and a giveaway of a couple of Vario Zulu straps and their G-Shock conversion package. So let's dive into it. Now Vario is a Singapore-based company and they recently approached me asking if I would be willing to do a review of their Zulu straps and also the full G-Shock NATO, or more exactly Zulu conversion package. Since I'm always open for new things, I agreed and they sent me a G-Shock NATO conversion kit and 2 additional straps. Since they told me I don't have to return these, and you the viewers are the reason I got these in the first place, I figured it would only be fair for me to give them away to you. Now the only catch is that the blue one, I already decided to give to my work colleague that I mentioned numerous times in my videos, as the guy who went through 3 sets of G-Shock straps in 6 years. So one every 2 years. He was getting sick of rubber straps failing due to his work and activities, so I mentioned this option to him, and he's had his Bond Zulu for 3 years now without any problems. Since he has a black and blue GA100, I decided to give him this blue strap with the black PVD buckle, as it would complement his watch and to give him the ability to change them up from time to time. So I will be giving away this conversion kit with these 2 straps, the Bond and the gray, which I believe will also work with G-Shocks very well. Now all of these together will go to one viewer. So how's this gonna work? To participate, you have to be subscribed to my channel. So if you're not, make sure you click the subscribe button. Also pressing the little bell icon next to it will inform you of my new videos every time I upload. So if you don't want to miss any, make sure you press that as well. Once you're a subscriber, just add a comment in the comment section that you want to participate in the giveaway. All comments posted by next Monday, December 4th at 23:59:59 will participate. I will then print all the names that commented and cut them out in little squares. Then in my next Wednesday video, I will place them all in a bowl of some sort and mix them up. Then I will randomly pull one out with my eyes closed. So pretty transparent and truly random. The person that gets selected will get a loved comment status and will be contacted for their full name and address so I can ship the package. The reason I want to do it this way is that I believe people will feel more excited this way and have absolute certainty it's truly random. Now let's get back to Vario and their straps. They offer a great selection of 1- and 2-piece nylon straps, both NATO ones that have rectangular buckles and keepers, and Zulu like these that come with rounded thick buckles. They also offer tweed straps, which I have to admit look awesome, although I haven't handled one in person. They even have their own watch, but you can check all that by visiting their website, and I'll put a link in the description. The Zulu straps they send me are very high quality and are really nicely made, but the real star of the show is this set. Now when you order a set, you get naturally a Zulu strap of your choice, plus 1 pair of NATO adapters, a strap changing tool, and a new set of spring bars. It saves you the hassle of buying 3 different things, well 4 if we include the spring bars, at different places. Now to watch people, this might seem unnecessary as we usually have a couple of these tools laying around and count spring bars in dozens. But we often forget not all people are watch people. Many are regular people that just happen to wear a G-Shock but have trouble with their straps disintegrating, like my friend from the beginning of the video. Or they simply want to change up their strap choices. Now for those people, this kit is great as it contains everything you need to complete the job. And I'm always a big fan of products where everything is included. Now I have to mention that the adapters are actual Casio factory adapters, not some third-party product, so you can count on Casio quality. Now there are many clips on the actual installation of these, so I will skip that and the adapters are going to magically appear on my watch. The straps are, like I said, of very high quality and feel like that. All the holes are very precisely cut and all the edges are smooth. The whole strap is very supple and soft, especially compared to the only other Zulu strap I own. And this one actually costed me almost the same as this whole set. This strap was advertised as high quality and came from the US, but it just doesn't feel as refined as the Vario ones, making me think it's just a generic Zulu produced and shipped to the USA, where it gets repacked and sold as a premium strap at a premium price. Now if we look at the holes on this versus the Vario ones, you can see that each hole looks a little different, while on Vario they all look the same. That gives you the feeling of quality. There's one more thing that I like about Vario, is the fact the buckle is actually branded. Now this might seem like a very small detail, but it gives you this feeling like it's not just another $1 strap being resold at 15 times its value, like this one does. So it is a nice touch. I have to mention briefly the history behind these and the more famous NATO straps. These single-piece straps are actually older than the NATO or G10 straps, as original NATO straps were first designed and commissioned by the British Ministry of Defence in 1973. They were and are still produced to this day by a UK company called Phoenix. Now, single-piece straps like these, on the other hand, have been around since World War I, when soldiers found pocket watches impractical in combat, so they started welding pieces of wire to the end of the watch, making loopholes, and used a simple piece of leather or cloth to strap the modded pocket watch to the wrist. Later, these pieces of cloth were replaced by ballistic nylon, that's used even today. Now, this was invented by DuPont Company and used as a protection material against shrapnels for bomber plane crews. So it's a very tough and durable material, making these straps virtually indestructible. This toughness and a really interesting history gives an additional charm to these straps, which adds to their current popularity. Now, when it comes to the pros and cons of NATO and Zulu straps, the main advantage to most people today is the fact there are so many colors and styles to choose from, which, combined with an easy way of switching them out on a watch, gives you a lot of styling options. And you can basically switch them out every day as you change your wardrobe, because it doesn't require any tools, and it's done in the time needed to tie your shoelaces. The second advantage is the security these straps offer in case one of your spring bars fails. Now, you might say that a chance of that happening is very low to none, and although it's true, this happens rarely, it does happen. I can attest to that, as I had a spring bar fail on my SNK 805. That resulted in a broken watch that had to go in for a repair, which I mentioned in my long-term review of that watch. Now, although many believe this additional safety was the original reason these were invented, I believe that was not the case, as most military watches, even the famous Seiko 7828 that the Royal Air Force commissioned during the 1980s, had a fixed bar for the strap, meaning it was welded to the lugs and not spring-loaded, making it impossible to fail. And the reason these straps were made this way is that it was simply the only way to put a strap on a watch with only fixed loopholes. Now, I personally don't wear NATO or Zulu straps. I do love and use two-piece NATO straps, or to be more correct, two-piece nylon straps, like the one on my SNK 805. And although I know I'm losing the additional safety in case my spring bar fails again, the two-piece straps solves the three cons of one-piece straps. The first is that they make watches sit high on your wrist, making them appear even thicker. Not so much with these Zulu or one-piece NATO straps, but with true NATOs, where you basically get two layers of cloth between your wrist and the watch. The second thing that I dislike is the excess strap that needs to be looped back. Since I have a relatively small wrist, and these straps tend to be extra long, I do get a whole lot of strap to be looped, creating this huge lump on my wrist. Now, there is a solution to this, as you can simply cut away the excess strap, so that issue is fixable with a little effort. And the final problem is something I never see mentioned, and is the fact that NATO straps do tend to leave marks on the caseback of your watch. Now, to show you what I mean, here's my 1960s Doxa that was worn on a Perlon strap like this one, and it has left marks on the caseback. Now, these are not going to affect the functionality or durability of the watch, as the damage is purely cosmetical, but it's just something I like to avoid if possible. Now, to conclude, nylon straps are great, affordable, durable, and come in many colors and styles. The only thing you have to decide is whether you're a true NATO person or more a Zulu one-piece person. Or like me, you prefer a two-piece solution. Each one has its own pros and cons, and I'm in no way saying which one to choose. I'm simply showing all the good and bad things of every type to make it easier for you, the user, to decide what's right for you. Now, for people like my friend from the beginning of the video that destroys regular G-Shock straps, I definitely recommend investing in this kind of set, as it will help you wear the watch worry-free for years. Anyways, this pretty much completes this week's video, so I would like to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe by pressing this button right here, and don't forget to participate in the giveaway game. Now stay tuned for the next video when we will find out who won the G-Shock conversion set. So until then, bye.